Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to see or show you how you can determine whether a coil is good or bad. But before we get into the video, we want to remind you to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get into our video. Yes, so for us to determine if the coil is good or bad, we're going to use a tool called a multimeter. So here we have a fluke 376 clamp on meter. That's a fluke. We also have a south wire. It's also a clamp on meter. And we also have a Klein MM300 multimeter. So we can use any one of these to do our test. I prefer using the fluke, but I'm going to show you how to use all three of them. So let's get into it right away. I prefer using the fluke 376 clamp on meter, although all three of these meters can be used, but I prefer using this one. However, I'm going to show you how to use all three of these meters. So first, let me just show you how to set up your meter. It comes with two leads. Here I'm disconnecting these leads, and if you look closely at the bottom of the leads, my video man can see it. It says common on this side, and it says volt V and omega on the other side. So we put the red lead, this one, into the side that says voltage, and we put the black lead on the side that says common. So here our leads are connected. Now here is a dial, and we're going to turn the dial until we see this home right here. That's the ohm symbol right there, right? And if you notice, it comes up with a K and something that looks like a OL. Some say it's open line, which makes sense to me. So we're going to find out if the line is open or if there's a zero. If it's open, it's shorted, and if it's a zero rather, it's shorted, and if it's OL, like you have here, open line, that means the wire is broken. So let's see what we get. So we're going to identify the coil. How do we identify the coil? Okay, let me just show you right here on top of the coil how we identify the coil before we get into actually measuring the coil. Okay, let's start with this one, a relay. If you know there's a lot of screws on this relay, how are you going to know which screw is the coil? I'll give you a clue. If you look on the relay, this relay can be removed. Just pull it out, and it's a 14-pin relay. And if you notice, I don't know if my cameraman can see the numbers on the relay, yeah, but pin numbers 13 and 14 are the pins that are connected to the coil. That's how you identify the pins on the coil, rather, on the relay. And if you look on the base here, there are two screws. These two screws, if you notice, they are separate from all other screws. See? That's how you can also identify which screw terminals are for the relay. So we are going to put the relay back into its housing here, or its base. put it back into the base, and now we are going to do our check. So let's see how we do our check. So here we have our meter, and as we mentioned, just to show you what we're doing again, we're going to turn the dial onto the home setting, and then we're going to read the coil. Remember, now if we get a condition like this that you're seeing on the meter right here, it means that the wire is broken. If you get a 0, it means that it's shorted. If you get a reading, it means that it's good. So let's see if we get a reading for this one. There we go. That's what, 4,823 ohms. Now let's see what the other meter is saying quickly. Right, so we do the same thing. We are going right around until we reach here on the ohm scale, and we're gonna do a check on this one and see. Okay, let's see. All right, so don't panic. It says OL, but we need to change the setting. So here with this meter, we change the mode. Remember, we got what, over 4,000 ohm. So it's let's see if we need to go check the scale. 4.81, so roughly 4,000 ohm. This is saying, yeah, that's the south wire. Clamp on meter. Now, as I promised, I'm going to show you this one. This is a Klein tool, and we're going to do the same thing. And interestingly, if you put it on too low a scale, that's 200, you're not going to get any reading, because remember, it's over 4,000, right? So let's just show you that. Let's put this here so you can see, and we're going to read again and see, no reading. But let's move the dial to 2. Can't read. Remember, it's 4, so 20k, you should get a reading. See, 4.8, just like the other instruments we just used. Now here we're going to look at a coil that is bad. So the coil is here, we put it on the coil, see? Okay, yeah. Now you have a bad, I know this is bad, so I'm checking it just to show you. So we're going to turn the dial to 200. Say the same thing, to 2k, same thing, 20k, same thing, 200k, same thing. It's bad. So whichever meter you use, you're going to get a bad reading. And the fluke now, you won't have to change it. The dial, see? So it's bad, the wire is broken. So that's how you check to find out if your coil is good or bad. In our next video, you're going to learn how to troubleshoot a transformer.